So the Bible records the truth. If man has not discovered it, it doesn't make any difference. One day he will. I am told that I'm always talking about the Bible and it's old stuff that belongs to a different age altogether. Update yourself and come into this 20th century. But everything that we now discover was always so really. Man had not yet discovered it. He didn't make the atom. He discovered how to unlock the energy that was always there. So it's not new. The secret was always there. The energy was always there. And the Bible records only that which is eternally true. Now tonight I'll take you with me into one section of it. Any part of the Old Testament that is quoted in the New is very, very significant. Any part of it. So we'll take this, the 118th Psalm. The stone which the builders rejected has become the cornerstone, the chief cornerstone. It is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Now this is quoted in the Gospel. Matthew, Mark, and Luke quote it after a parable about a certain vineyard. Now, in the book of Peter, the first epistle of Peter, he said, come to him, to that living stone. Now he personifies the stone. It's something alive. Come to him, to that living stone. Now he identifies us with that stone. That you may be like living stone built into a house, a spiritual house. Now, is this literally true? I tell you, it is literally true. Sitting one day in the silence, just contemplating but nothing, just simply observing the light. With my eyes shut as in sleep, but I'm not asleep, I'm very much awake, fully conscious of what I'm doing. I'm not off in some dreamland. I am here, sitting in my living room. My eyes are shut, and I'm seeing and observing and admiring the golden liquid light that pulses from my head, as though all the dark convolutions of the brain grew luminous, and then now they're pulsed. And then suddenly, before my eyes came a stone, a quartz. Just a normal stone. As I looked at it, it shattered, it fragmented into numberless pieces. And then quickly, it was reassembled, but not into a stone, but into a man seated in lotus posture, in deep meditation. And as I looked at him, I am looking at myself. Here is myself. Only myself raised to the nth degree of perfection. Such majesty, such strength of character, such beauty of face. You couldn't describe the beauty of that face, and yet I know I'm looking at myself. As I contemplated it, it began to glow. It was a living, pulsing, breathing, living being. As it glowed, it increased in intensity. And when it reached the apex of intensity, it exploded. And then I opened my eyes, and here I am seated, as I was, on my chair in my living room. This was back in 1934. Here is my very self. Now listen to these words. These are the words put into the mouth of Jesus. He tells the story of the vineyard. A man got a vineyard and built a wine press. And then he leased it out to tenants. And when the time came for the fruit, he sent servants to collect his portion of the fruit. And they killed one, and they beat the other, and they injured the third, And then he sent more servants. And they didn't kill the next one, but they beat them and chased them away. He said, I'll send now my son, for my son is the heir, and they'll respect him. So he sent his son. And they said, here is the heir. We will kill him, and then it will be ours. Then he asked those to whom he told the parable, what do you think will happen when the Lord himself comes to the vineyard? And they answered, well, he'll take these counsels, and they will be put to a horrible death. Now he goes into this, and he quotes the 118th Psalm. It doesn't seem related, but you'll see how related it is. He quotes the 118th. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. It is the Lord's doing, and it is good in our sight. Now he adds this thought to it. The stone, if anyone falls upon that stone, it will break him to pieces. But if that stone falls upon anyone, it will crush him. Now the word falls is very significant in this passage. If anyone falls upon that stone, well, you may think, well, now you stumbled upon a stone. No. The word fall simply means to happen upon, by chance, through a light like a bird in flight that finally lights upon a tree. And so you, in meditation, and you happen upon, and here is the stone. So you light upon it. And as you light upon it, then it fragments, and it breaks into numberless pieces. But it is said, it will break him in pieces. Well, it is. It fragments. When it now gathers itself together into the human form, in deep meditation, you'll see who it is that was fragmented. It's yourself. You now realize who you really are. That you are the stone, and the stone is equated with God. Thou art unmindful of the rock that begot you, and have forgotten the God who gave you birth. So man is unmindful of the rock, of the stone that begot him, and now is completely forgetful of the God. He equates the stone with God that gave him birth. Now you realize that you yourself are the sole cause of all the phenomena of life. There is no other. Pardon me. There is no one but yourself who is bringing all things into being. And one day you will fall upon the stone. By chance, seemingly, you'll simply light upon it. And then it will fragment. And as it fragments, it then reforms itself into your form. And you'll see how beautiful you are, how glorious you are. You could not believe that it would take eternity to produce it, that no time could ever produce the glory and the being that you really are. And that is the being that is in meditating you. He's actually dreaming your life into being. He's in deep, deep contemplation. And your every imaginable act, he externalizes for you. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. As a man sows, so shall he reap.